How's everybody doing? This is the testing phase of the Destination Brevard, the podcast. So today I'm testing out my audio, my visual, my lights. So it's coming from my office, which you will not see. That's the whole purpose of this, is to be out on location at different spots, not sitting in a studio. Same thing every time. And getting me in front of a camera in the first place, that's not me. It's Destination Brevard's always been about just the name, what I put out there, and not about me. And it's still not about me, but I guess to do this, it would look really weird if I just had people sitting beside me, but me not on camera. So it is what it is. So again, I'm testing today just one way that I'm going to do audio, or that is available to me to do audio. So as far as an equipment rundown, super simple, no producer back there, no fancy studio, big soundboard. I have a Canon R7 mirrorless camera sitting up there with a semi-wide angle lens on it to produce the video. And I've got a pair of lights, which I have found when I'm out doing video with my phone. The lights are pretty super important. So I did get a pair of lights. They're battery operated, so if they're charged up, I can take them wherever. They come in a cool little case. Actually, it's a big case, about that big, but they fold up. It's nice. And I can also adjust the white balance, so if I'm outside, it doesn't look funny. These were really cool purchases. I'll get to audio in a second. What else? Oh, like to control the camera, I'm using my phone, which I can also see what I see on the monitor on the camera, which is what you're seeing, hopefully. Or maybe not hopefully, since you're having to look at me. But I can also use the little Canon remote control. Audio. Okay, so today I'm not mic'd up. There's no mic on me or anything, even though I do have a mic here on my desk for things. I am using this Zoom H6, and right now I'm using the mics up here. I do have new lavalier mics coming, which of course I could plug in one here, but I do have XLR connections coming, so I can have up to 4 people mic'd up at any given time. Oh, and it's running, the audio running from here out to the camera. So the camera's not dealing with any of the audio. Supposedly the Zoom products make the audio better. We shall see. I am going to finish this up in just a second, and then I'm going to take this whole setup outside in my backyard and test it outside. And then again tomorrow, or maybe later today, when those mics come and the connections come, I think. I don't know. If everything comes, then I may test everything out again with the lavalier mics, because they'll be right here, run up through a shirt for everybody. What else do I have? Oh, so the podcasts, real quick. A lot of times you will see me with a couple guests sitting in front of a table, just like this, discussing different things. Typically, we're not going to have headphones on. I just have the silly headphones on right now because I want to hear how this sounds as it's recording. But then again, maybe. I mean, I have actually 3 other sets of headphones coming in just like these, so you never know. Now, everything won't be sitting at a desk, whatever, or a table, or someplace at a restaurant. There will be some moving around, whether I have my phone going around in its little non-gimbal stabilizer or with a gimbaled stabilizer. I also have this that frightens me a little bit because of all the pieces. But this is a stabilizer for the camera that you are seeing this through. So we'll see how that goes. And that's actually it for now. Look for the first actual podcast sometime next week, and then there is a launch next week, Falcon Heavy launch, and I'll be covering that from the Space Center. So maybe one of these from the Space Center, except it is super windy, so it would have to be the lavalier mic. But you never know. We could do a podcast from Kennedy Space Center next week. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. So that's it. I'm going to end this clip and take all this outside and see how it sounds outside with the Zoom H6 without anything hooked up to it. Alright, I've moved everything outside to test the audio on the Zoom H6 using these mics. Again, I will have lavalier mics coming later today that'll plug into the XLR inputs on here. So I'll test those out when I get them. But I've got the camera out, the lights out, my phone out, so that I can control the camera. When I'm doing live videos, typically things go like bananas because I don't have a script or anything. I'll have notes and such here on the iPad, or at least a notebook for these podcasts. And that's it. Now I'm going to go look and see how horrible this is and put the two pieces together, share it just because I kind of have to do that if I'm going to get used to this. Thank you all for checking in. Any input is great. I always look for input, and especially with the audio. And we'll see how the audio differs using the Zoom directly into the camera with its mic, or the lavalier mics going into the camera. So that's it. Y'all have a great day.